Hello warfighters, war is hell. Welcome to the next episode in the series where we are taking a look at what could happen if there was a second Falklands war. Now you can see I'm part of a convoy right here. Our mission is to go ahead and pick up some troops that are withdrawing from their position on the front, because we've noticed that the British are pushing through the lines at our most weakest point. And so this is a very important time. We got to pick these guys up and take them to another part of the front. But without getting too deep into this here, let's go ahead and hit the briefing. You can see with where the UK is, they haven't gained much ground over a number of episodes, but things are changing. This is how the front line looks right now. You can see that they are starting to break out at one particular point. Now there's a couple things that could happen with this breakout. One is they could reach the objective of Port Stanley, which is the largest population center on the island. If they are able to take that, a lot of the islands, or actually all of the islands, could very well fall. Another big concern with them breaking out too is they could come around and actually attempt to encircle the entire Argentine army, which would also be a critical blow and end this war. So these troops that we're going to pick up right now are of absolute importance. If we can fall back to a better defensive position and hold the British, we can stretch this out a little bit longer. There is talk that diplomats are trying to come to a resolution here, and Argentina is trying to start those talks from a position of strength. Now up ahead, though, on this hill, we're seeing the members of the British Army here begin to fall back from their position since we've arrived at our destination, and these are the guys that we have to go ahead and pick up. They're heading to these vehicles. We're going to load up, and we're going to go to another point on the lines. Now, the reason why this is happening is because of what we saw a few episodes ago with the Royal Marines able to gather some intelligence from a high-ranking military official for Argentina. Now, since the British knew that this was the weakest point of the lines, this is really the best place for them to hit. And I'm hoping with all of the artillery that we're seeing falling up on the hill that we're not going to be seeing empty vehicles. Hopefully these guys get away pretty quick. They've been up there for some time, and it was going to be, it was just going to be a matter of time before these guys were going to be overrun. And so every single man right here is absolutely critical to the overall defense of the Falkland Islands. We do figure that as we move out from this position, we're going to come in heavy contact with the British. And so I'm going to be on this 50 cal trying to defend this vehicle, the convoy, everybody inside of it, but everybody else in this convoy is going to be as well. We've got 4 vehicles with 50 cal machine guns on the top. We've also got a truck that'll be heavily loaded with a lot of these guys. You can see now they should be out of danger here, at least from the British artillery. It's still continuing to land on the top of the hill. I don't think they know that they've really fallen back here to this point. These guys, they get in the vehicle in front of us. Nope, they're going to be getting into mine here. So once they get in, we should be ready to get going. We could fit one more in here if we absolutely needed to. Those guys are headed up there. As I mentioned, we got the truck behind me. Won't be able to see if that one's full, but it looks like at least the front, you've got 2 guys that are in there, and then the vehicles in the back looks like they're full too. So we're going to go ahead and get everybody on the move, and hopefully we're all going to be able to make it here. This might very well be like us running the gauntlet on this one. We're, of course, not going to stop for any reason whatsoever unless, of course, the driver is killed. But other than that, it's the only thing that'll... Any other reason... Dang, that one was close. Yeah, any other reason, we're going to go ahead and just keep going. Now, the artillery that was falling on the top of the hill seems to be falling a little bit closer to us now. They might have a position where they're observing. Notice that we're all loaded up in this convoy and trying to get out of here pretty quick. But since we are on the move like this, artillery... Oh, we've got some of the enemy on the hill. It's going to be a little tough to hit them from this range. So I don't want to use too much ammunition hitting these guys. At this distance, too, not only is it difficult for me to hit them, but it's also difficult for them to hit us. being in the gunner position too makes aiming very difficult. The vehicle is going to be moving. There's going to be bumps on the road, twists and turns like in this road. But, oh, I'm hearing some fire come pretty close. And, oh, I see somebody up there towards that intersection. I'm not going to be able to hit him through these trees. There's anybody over on the other side. I can hear people off to the left, so I'm going to have to engage them because I think I might be the only person firing in this direction. I've got one guy. Got the second one over here too. Try and turn around and see what's going on. Nobody's firing now, so we must be in the clear. And I feel like that's what we're going to be seeing here for a good chunk of this mission. Just little attacks like that. So we do have British that are, of course, in the area. I'll have to be alert. That artillery is going to be a big issue here, too. This is why it's absolutely important for us to be on the move, too. It's going to be very difficult for the artillery to hit us as we're moving. Just trying to scan the tree line up there. Jeez! Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody up on that tree line off over to the left. I'm taking some fire too. Looking over here if it was coming from the direction of the enemy that we were firing at earlier. But no, from where they're calling, oh, it's got to be that house. Yeah, they're hitting my vehicle. I'm going to open fire on these guys. See, this is where it gets very difficult to be able to hit anything. The twists and turns in the road, the bumps. And I can see guys in the second floor of that building. Got to reload, so I'm not going to be able to hit these guys. So I'm going to have to rely on the convoy behind me to hit them. We're calling out some guys over here too. Alright, I'm gonna have to open fire on them and take them out. Lead vehicle, I don't know if he's firing at him or not. At this distance too, it'll be difficult to hit him. But I'm gonna have to pour it on him. I don't know if any of these guys have got AT weaponry or anything that can take out this vehicle. Or, of course, the truck behind us. That would be the worst because of how many soldiers we've got mounted up in that one. Oh, there's some guys over here, too. I'm not going to hit anybody, but at least I force them to the ground. As we kind of move past them, that's really all that matters because they're not going to be a threat to us anymore. My guys aren't firing at him either, so that means they're staying down. More artillery's falling. Not as close as that one we saw earlier. Oh, I'm seeing something up ahead. Oh, in those trees, it's a British vehicle. I have to spray. Took them out though. Everybody. That could have been disastrous. Now the vehicles, they might still be rolling along right now, but I don't know the status of anybody who is inside of it. Some of these passengers could be killed. Looks like we got a checkpoint up ahead. Oh, fire off to the right. Gosh, these guys got up on us quick. Vehicle's taking a ton of fire. I think I got some of them out. I'm gonna fire my weapon though, just so I can reload now. I'm gonna engage these guys off on the left. One guy down, two off on the left. Over here on the right, I'm not seeing anybody. I don't know if that was a grenade or 40 mic that went off in that part of the checkpoint. Not taking any fire. Dang, that one was also close. We're going to have to head down this hill. The checkpoint that we have left is our lines. Now, as we go down this hill, it's going to be slow going for us. We're going to have to wind down it and and reduce our speed to be able to stay on the road. Gosh, that one sounded like it was right behind us. All right, not seeing anybody. This is a great ambush point, though. Oh, we lost somebody. Oh, that last Humvee ended up getting hit. Oh, we got guys right up ahead here. Come on, I gotta try and hit him. We're making a left turn as we wind down. How are those guys? They're dead. There's a couple left. Take one more wind through here, maybe two. Oh, we've got a friendly helicopter there too. That chopper is probably going to engage anybody behind us and make sure that we've got a clear road forward. Oh, there's more guys up on this hill. Kind of getting to the point here where I know I'm going to be shooting. Wow, that was the closest one yet. Alright, I've got 2 belts left. Gotta try and be careful with this ammunition. Because once this is out, I don't have anything else to be able to supply me with. Oh, we're taking some fire from this town ahead of us. British have gotten a lot farther than I had anticipated. Now, since they're kind of holed up here in some of these buildings, I'm just laying waste to it here. Firing at anything that I think might be a British soldier. Alright, I'm down to my last 100 rounds. We've got guys right ahead of us. You see our vehicle's taking some damage as we're going through this. So are the guys in front of us. Down that road. There were some guys in front of me. I don't know if they're still alive. Spray here and spray over here too. Oh, there is somebody still over there. I don't know if I got him. Last round. I didn't hit anybody with it. Alright, this is the last turn though. And right up ahead should end up being the Argentine lines. We all made it except for that one car in the back. I'm absolutely surprised. Yeah, and there's some of my guys charging into the town. It looks like we may be attempting a counterattack. Those guys are dug in pretty deep. We're still being fired at with 350 cals as we kind of move through this. It's not going to be an easy fight for them to recapture that area. But that is going to be it. We ended up making it through the British lines. Now the question is, with all the fire that we took, exactly how many of our troops ended up surviving? Looks like those 2 guys in the front, minus the driver, they're dead. That truck took a ton of damage. So I go ahead and look in here. The guy in the back's dead, but the guy in the front, he's all right. So I'll have to get out here in a little bit and just do a check over everybody and see how many losses we ended up having. But that's going to be the end of this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. I sure do appreciate it. More of the series to come later on. Don't have much left, so make sure you guys subscribe so you can follow what happens for the rest of this. You can follow me on Twitter @_WarIsHell. You can also follow me on Facebook by searching War is Hell Gaming. And of course, you can donate to the Patreon. Thanks again for watching. I sure do appreciate it. War is hell, but warfighters, you don't have to worry, because warfighters, I've got your 6.